Hello everybody, this is the King of Pikmin here yet again, and this is my new series, The Path to Mortal Kombat 11. Now, I just want to tell you what this series is about. So, every Monday from now until Mortal Kombat 11 launches, I'm going to be doing one of these videos, and it's going to be a topic that I'm going to give you my opinion on what I want to, see in the game or whatever. It's going to be a new topic each week, and the emphasis and the point of this entire series is for you guys to comment down below what you want to see as well, pertaining to that week's topic, so that, we can have a conversation and everyone can just talk about Mortal Kombat 11. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. That's what the series is going to be about, and hopefully you guys tune in and participate. So our first topic for the series is going to be the top 5 features I want to see in the game. So let's just get right into it. It's going to be like some returning features. It doesn't have to be. It could be a new feature that you thought of, whatever you want. So, but mine, I'm going to start with number 5. It's going to be, I really want to see a mini game come back. Now, if you guys played the 3D era of the fighting games, they did like funny stuff like Motor Combat. It was like a kart racing game. They had chess combat, puzzle combat. They had really fun stuff like that, and I honestly wouldn't mind seeing them try their hand at that again, because I feel like it could be really enjoyable. Imagine like a modern day puzzle combat, just having the little fighters while you play Tetris or whatever. I just think having something like that would just be like a fun, neat little addition, so that's my number 5. One thing I forgot to mention is I'm going to try keeping these videos to be under 10 minutes long, so I might not be able to give too much explanation on my choices, but that's what the comments and stuff are for, if people want to participate. We'll see what happens on this first episode. But number 4 for me would have to be brutalities. Now, brutalities, a few things on my list are pretty much guaranteed to come back. Like brutalities, everybody loved brutalities in Mortal Kombat X. It just didn't take away from anything, it only added. Everyone loves brutalities. They're so hyped. Like Cassie Cage doing the beatdown, Kano choking them and then squashing their head. It's just ending the match with a normal move that transitions into a brutal takedown. It was just genius. It was just pure genius, and I would love to see it come back, maybe modified somehow, and with all the different, you can customize your moves and stuff, supposedly. So, I mean, you can definitely customize the aesthetics, and yeah, they even said you could customize your moves. So, imagine all these different moves having brutalities. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm really excited thinking about it, though. Alright, my number 3 is going to have to be stage fatalities at launch, because Mortal Kombat X didn't have stage fatalities at launch, and the fact that they added them with Mortal Kombat XL makes me feel like they're pretty much guaranteed to be back. But again, this is top 5 features I want to see back, so, even though it seems very likely that they'll be back, I'm just explaining that I really want them back, because stage fatalities are a huge part. They've always been so fun to me. I just love stage fatalities. All the way back to Mortal Kombat 1, the original pit fatality, stage fatality was just so good. And then Mortal Kombat 3, the clock tower stage fatality was like one of my favorites. And that's for another video, we'll talk about that. But I really want to see that stage fatality come back, because we haven't had a modern game do that yet. So I'd be curious to see their take on that. So stage fatalities, a big deal to me, and I hope they come back right away, and I really appreciated them adding stage fatalities in, and all 3 of them were amazing. But let's get a few more stage fatalities, and let's have them at the start. I mean, the stage brutalities are pretty cool too, but I like the whole cinematic stage fatality, that's my personal preference. Alright, number 2 is where we start getting more serious. I'm going to have to do more explaining, so let me preface it by saying I am in no way taking away from the story modes in the Mortal Kombat or in any of NetherRealm's games. I absolutely adore their story modes, and I think they're unparalleled in quality and everything, But there is one flaw that I know a lot of people will probably agree, and it's the chapter-based system they use makes it kind of like, I don't know how to really put it, but when you play as Kung Jin, for like 4 or 5 fights, Kung Jin's going to be beating everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and the biggest travesty of the chapter system to me is Kung Jin beating Kotal Khan in the story mode. Like, that was just, I don't think that should have happened, And one good game that did a story mode, like Tekken 7, is like the closest contender to NetherRealm's story modes. And they had a pretty interesting take on it, where you wouldn't really always be playing the same chapters, and even some matches that you played as the character, you'd win the fight, but then in the cutscene afterwards your character would lose. I like the good guys winning and everything, but I think they should mix it up more so that you could just have more variety, I guess I could say, you know what I mean? So again, I freaking love their story modes, and even if they keep the chapter-based system, I'm going to be extremely excited for story mode and just seeing the story play out, you know what I mean? That's really what matters. But I mean, as far as gameplay goes, there's a few other situations where I wouldn't have minded it, but Mortal Kombat X, it really stuck out to me that Kung Jin goes to Outworld and just beats Kotal Khan. Like, if there's a, like, you know, if Earthrealm with Raiden tries to invade Outworld, if Kung Jin can beat their leader, then what's that say about Outworld? They're screwed. Like, so just seeing a little bit more variety so that, you know, we could play more characters, and, you know, the characters you're playing as don't always just mop the floor with everyone they come across, you know what I mean? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Regardless, story mode's going to be amazing. My number one feature that I want to see come back is probably not going to be much of a surprise, especially if you know me. I really want to see tag team come back. Like, I really, really want tag team to come back. I miss it ever since MK9 had it. I'm sorry, I just elbowed my freaking desk. But I've missed it so much because I have a lot of people who don't really get too into fighting games, and they're a lot more prone to play with me if we can tag team together. And honestly, I have more fun tag teaming with my friends rather than, you know, having to play against them or whatnot. I like teaming up with my friends, like Stryker and Kano going at it, or, you know, like me and my brother Kenshi and Stryker, or, you know, whatever, Smoke and Kano. You know, we could just play who we want. We could get cool teams. Like, imagine Shao Kahn and Rico, if Rico comes back, or Reiko, whichever way it's pronounced. But imagine Shao Kahn and Reiko, you know, that's like a canon matchup that you could have tag team, and that'd be sick. And imagine if they had like tag team X-rays, where like Reiko like hits him with some of the throwing stars, and Shao Kahn comes and clocks him in the back of the head with a hammer. I mean, that's a super basic, you know, thing I was thinking of, but just imagine it, you know, it'd be so sick. Or Kenshi like holding someone in the air with telekinesis, and then Stryker unloads on him midair with the pistols. You know, just some basic ideas. You know, I hate to reference Tekken again, but Tekken Tag Tournament 2, you know, they had the tag throws where the characters would pass the person around and, you know, beat them up and do their own unique thing. And I would love seeing something like that in Mortal Kombat. That would make me so happy. But even without all that, just being able to play on the same team as a friend, I just sorely miss it, you know. And I really, really hope that they bring it back. I'm not sure. It's quite the undertaking to do all this gear and all this stuff and add tag teams, so I'm not going to get my hopes too high. You know, I don't want to be let down super bad, so I'm not going to get my hopes too high, because that's a big undertaking with all the different moves and everything. Like, I don't know, man, it would be tough. So, but yeah, there's my list, guys. Hopefully I explained everything enough, and, you know, you guys want to participate, and feel free in the comments to let me know what you think of my ideas. You can be like, hey, fat idiot, your ideas suck. If you want to do that, feel free. But this is just a fun little series. So again, once a week, every Monday, because Mondays suck, so it gives me something to look forward to doing. So, and I'll respond to everybody that I can, you know. I doubt I'm going to get bombarded, so I can probably respond to pretty much everybody. And I'm ranting too long. This is the first episode, so if it goes a little bit longer, forgive me. Next week, oh yeah, and also in the comments, if you would like to put some topic ideas, next week I'm going to do like a character-based one, like characters I want to see come back and everything. So we'll see what happens with that, and I'm going to end it before I rant too much longer, guys. Hopefully you like this first episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll see you in the comments as well.